Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kieran and welcome to a different kind of Fallout video. Now today I wanted to make yet another mod video, like a New World mod or something like that, but all the New World mods that I'm currently keeping my eye on aren't quite ready to be shown just yet, so I was like, what else can I create? Well, over the past few years there have been numerous New World mods that have started and then soon after died. And I was like, do you know what, maybe we should remember them in a way, because they were really cool ideas, they were really cool concepts, and they just sort of fizzled out of existence due to many different reasons. And I was like, do you know what, let's celebrate the modding community by not only taking a look at mods that are currently in development, but mods that were cancelled, mods that died in production, because again, they were all really cool things. So when it comes to this video, we are mainly just here to document what's came before, and just to celebrate modding in general, and just take a look at everyone and what they're doing. So without further ado, I think it's time to jump in and explore the Fallout modding graveyard, and take a peek at mods that never came to be. A project that recently just passed away was Fallout Kanoa, a mod project that was being led by Sly for Good, who later moved on to Fallout Historia, by the way, a video on that at a later date. Unlike other New World mods that seek to recreate the locale of Fallout 76's West Virginia, Kanoa wasn't actually attempting to recreate the Appalachian map, but instead bring a new region of West Virginia to life in Fallout 4. To be honest, there wasn't really much info to go on with this project, even when it was alive, but the team did release a few walkthrough videos that are now gone from the realms of YouTube. So those videos definitely, highlighted that the mod was being made, there was progress being made, and there was a lot to explore. Kanoa was meant to have an entirely separate story starting with a brand new character. Instead of starting from a usual vault, the player character would already be introduced to the world, similar to the courier from Fallout New Vegas. The mod was rather ambitious, as it was said that the map would be around twice the size of the Commonwealth, which, yeah, like I just said there, very ambitious. It also aimed to bring back a lot of older features from previous titles, like the reputation system, similar to how other major mods are handling it. The mod entered certain doom when all progress was lost for some reason I actually can't quite remember. It was like some point in 2019 where all the progress was lost, which was quite unfortunate. Or I don't think all progress was lost, actually, I'll correct myself there. I think it was like a month progress, and they were trying to rebuild all that. Then after nearly a year of silence and promises, the project was eventually cancelled, with Project Lead Sly for Good moving on to establish the Fallout Historia project, which I will leave a link to down in the description below if anyone wants to check that out and join the team, sign up, work on it. I'm not too sure what the progress is like on that mod, but keep an eye on the channel and I'll definitely talk about it again in the future. Now Lone Star. Lone Star was my first proper introduction into this side of modding, where modders were aiming to create their own Fallout experiences. Lone Star was set in the Texas wasteland, specifically in El Paso, which in Lone Star's story would be called the City of Graveyard. The story of Lone Star is quite an interesting one, as it originally started out as like a project for New Vegas, but then later switched to Fallout 4 after the announcement in 2015. The mod was really cool back in the day because it was the first I seen of its scale. It was the first mod project I saw that had like a bunch of concept art to hype it up and just to generate that idea of Fallout Texas. Lone Star even had a video walkthrough of Graveyard that released back in 2016 for Fallout 4, and is actually still up on YouTube, so there was definitely progress being made. So what happened? Well, Lone Star just sort of faded away. The last I heard about the project was back in 2017, where the official Twitter account said that they didn't have a plan to move forward, but the project didn't die. It didn't end. It was just that the development of it was in hiatus. I think the main issue when it comes to passion projects like these is just down to time. Like, many people wonder why these projects either A, never release, or B, take years to release, and it's just because these modders aren't getting paid. It isn't their full-time jobs, it's only their passion side hobby, and they're not working on it 24 hours every single day. unless you have no life. Yeah, so they work on it when they can, but it just can't be all the time. Especially when the developers of Lone Star actually went on to work on places like CD Projekt Red and other big studio names like that. Even the project lead for Lone Star, he went on to work on the latest Predator game, the Predator 4v1 game for the PlayStation. So that's pretty cool. Like that's a cool little thing. So the main question is Lone Star officially dead? No, it isn't officially dead, but I do consider it just because we haven't heard anything from the project in years. It's been literally about 3 years now. And with the developers going on to work in the games industry, I doubt they'll have time to work on it. Speaking of missed opportunities, the last mod I want to talk about today is Fallout: The Story, the cancelled mod that aimed to remake the entirety of Fallout 1. This one is a damn fucking shame. A damn fucking shame. The mod began development way back in 2012 for Fallout New Vegas. Development for the remake was a slow and steady one where they just would pop up, time and again, a few days, a few months, a few years in between, with a few progress videos from time to time, just to show off new quests, new locations and things like that, but eventually, like many others that came before it, progress came to an end. Unlike other mod projects that have died, the team of Fallout the Story decided, hey, fuck it, and released the current build of the mod to go out there into the wild for everyone to take in and enjoy. Of course, the build wasn't entirely finished by any means and was insanely buggy, but it was something that was quite meaningful in a way. When they released the mod, they also gave out a message saying that the development would not be continued, the development is done, it's dusted, and instead of just letting the mod disappear and wither into someone's hard drive after many man hours put into it, they wanted to release it to the eager fans that waited so many years for the mod. Because the thing is, a lot of man hours and a lot of people are always involved in these projects, so you really don't want to just spend years making something and then just move it to the recycling bin, There's something very disheartening about it. So them doing this and releasing the mod in the state it is in is probably the best way they could have done it, and is the best way they could have moved on. Because again, like I said before, a lot of people gave their time and energy working on this project, so I'm glad that all that time and energy didn't go entirely to waste and people could still enjoy Fallout the Story for what it is. And you never know, maybe someone in the future, maybe another modder will take up the mantle and resume development on a Fallout 1 remake. Because right now there's 2 Fallout 2 remakes being made, but there's no Fallout 1 remake anymore, which again is a shame. So that was me for this video. What's your thoughts on these mods and in this video in general? Do you like this video? Let me know down in the comments below. Again, I didn't make this video with any ill intent, by the way. I purely just wanted to remember these old projects that didn't quite make it and just celebrate modding in general. So one final thing before ending this video, guys, I recently made a thing. So if you didn't see my community post about it, I recently established something called Pumpkin Dynasty, which is my new home for documentaries and other live action things I'm going to be doing in the future. So if you're interested in my Communities of Appalachia documentary and you're like, hey, yeah, let's follow this guy. Let's see what other documentaries he's going to make. Now, I suggest hopping over to Pumpkin Dynasty and subscribing over there, because you're going to see a lot of cool things be released over there. So yeah, I'm going to leave that down in the comment section below, in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I shall see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.